Now I gotta ride or die.
Right.
Hello.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Thomas Cowley.
And I like building things.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, what are we in?
We're in a Rotodama forward control conversion of a Discovery.
There we go. That's what it is. Hope you guys can see me, because this is like, although the cab is like here, the windscreen is like there. It's quite hard. So hopefully you guys can see me properly. We're going to take this thing down byway. Yeah. Because I've never driven one of these, obviously, because you made this.
Yeah.
You actually made
from
this
a Discovery.
From a Discovery.
Yeah.
I will point out, this is the most random thing because we're so far over the front.
Yeah.
We're over the front axle in theory because it's here.
You're literally over the front axle.
Literally over the front. We're interrupting today's video to give a massive thank you to today's sponsor, Auto Covers. As most car enthusiasts out there, I do own more than one car, so having something to protect your pride and joy is absolute key. Living in such a wet climate like the UK, having a solution to actually protect your car from all of the elements that the UK can throw at it is an absolute godsend. High quality guaranteed with this UK manufactured car cover. Great fitting thanks to the mirror pockets. This cover provides near to perfect fit, full coverage of the car as it sits very close to the ground, covering more than half the tyre, or in this case, because my car is so low, it actually sits perfectly in line with the ground. Another key feature is it stays in place. Due to the elasticated front and rear hems, the cover sits tightly in place even during strong winds and storms. This product will protect your car. There's a 2-year warranty, made in the UK with a 4-layer material, mirror pockets for tight fit, scratch resistant material, UV protection, fully breathable material, and completely waterproof. Protect your pride and joy now with one of the Auto Covers car covers. Big thanks again to the guys at Auto Covers. Link in the description to grab your one. As you can see, they even have large enough covers for silly, massive project cars like the Cadillac. But thank you so much to Auto Covers for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to the action. Now, where did this all start? Because I've never met someone who's built a Fast and Furious ramp truck, is what this actually is. Let's start off with how this actually happened, because it's not just overnight this has happened, is it? No, so this isn't an overnight sensation.
There's 4 of us involved. Mark, who's with us today, Rob, who's based in Chillerton, and then a mate called Danny, who's based in Ross on White. And we all know each other from doing 4x4 stuff. And I was round at Rob's on one occasion, and I said, well, you know that old Discovery you got there? And he's like, let me tell you about this brilliant idea I've had. It's fantastic. And he explained it, and I said, okay, when did you have this idea? Oh, 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Why have you sat on that for 10 years? So I said, right, I think we've got a reasonable team who'd be able to put this together, because we need welders, we need fabricators, we need people who can do electrics, and we need somebody who can actually talk turkey and market it to people.
Do the sales bit. Yeah.
So out the 4 of us, first of all, in about 3 months, we flung together a zero-given prototype, virtually no measuring, just to see whether you could sit people at the front of a Discovery. Turns out you can. Then we decided we'd build a road legal one. So I spent about 6 months of spare time just on the phone to the DVLA, trying to thrash out how we could do that. Yeah. Which took quite a lot of work.
Well, there's a lot of hurdles, it must be, or at least questions you ask to actually get this thing on the road, in theory.
So yeah, there's quite a lot of hurdles.
Yes, must be many hurdles.
Yeah.
In designing your own pickup truck Land Rover based thingy.
Good news is, Motorsport Association, or Motorsport UK as it now is, they've got a great set of guidelines for how to build a safety cage. So we just use those. Basically took all of their roll cage instructions and just used that to make the cage.
Right. Because this is actually proper rollover bar safety stuff.
Absolutely, it's diagonally braced in the roof and on the back as well. Yeah. Keep your foot in. Yeah, so it's designed so it is something which will work, is safe. Yeah. Weirdest thing is, you might have heard of ROPS, rollover protection certification. Yeah. there's no rollover protection certification for 3.5 ton vehicles.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. So it's just like, I don't know, make it up on your own. The view's not half bad up here.
I'm not, you guys are going to see it in this camera. I will do some overlay. What a byway this is! Oh my god! I'm going to bring another car up here one day. It's going to be lovely. So yeah, the reality of this is, it's a Discovery.
Yep.
With a tube chassis.
No, it's
So
standard.
the chassis is
Standard,
normal.
completely standard chassis.
That's
engine and gearbox,
right. Okay.
all untouched.
Okay.
And that means, because the DVLA consider the body on something with a chassis to be trim.
Trim. Yeah. Casual.
So we've just changed some trim on the Discovery
Right,
to create this, reconfigure it, create a lot more usable space and a whole load of payload.
Right. Wow. That is. Do you know? You wouldn't know that until you actually try and design and make your own vehicle. Do you know what I'm saying? Which is what you've done here. You've created something that didn't exist.
Yeah. And this is the thing, there's nothing on the market in the UK like this.
Anything like this.
There's stuff in other countries, but because Land Rover got such a stranglehold on the UK market, no one's bothered doing this.
Weird, isn't it? You've see ya. You've got another two on the go.
Another two in build at the minute.
This is the original one though, the base of it all, the one that you've daily driven for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
And here we are driving it across field, mate. You know what I mean?
Too right.
It's a true testament to your idea, all of your ideas, and actually the execution being able to be executed on a daily basis.
Yep.
Again, we were chatting about the idea that you were chatting about America, and Land Rover don't take pickup trucks there.
Never exported a pickup to America.
And you know, this
Land
is
of the pickup.
Land of the pickup. I own a Dodge Ram. I love a good big pickup truck. It's lovely. And like, this is the prime thing product that the Australian and the American market could really get on board with.
And a lot of inquiries from.
Yeah, like again, we were chatting the upcycle idea that banding this to the American market, and you know, them not really having anything like this.
A lot of inquiries from them. A lot of inquiries. It's been really exciting to get that many people interested.
Yeah.
The frustrating thing is getting funding for manufacturing.
Yeah, this is going to be
Potter through. Don't worry, it'll be alright.
She's built for it. Also, this brings me on to the next point. The fact that you built it to actually blast through stuff.
Yeah.
So, oh, that's a big one there.
Go on.
Yeah.
Easy through it.
Oh my god. That, not a lot of cars or things could be able to do that.
No.
So you've built it with the idea that if a farmer needed to go through that and he's got one of these, he can.
Yeah, just drive on through.
Drive straight through it.
So all of the tubing on the outside, especially with the panels on the edges, the panels are actually inset. So you hit the tubing on the outside, not the panel. That way you don't smash the vehicle up.
Yeah.
Because the tubing's 3mm steel.
Yeah, and nothing's going to beat that out, is it?
No.
Let's be honest. This is what I'm talking about. The ingenuity and the idea of this makes complete sense when you actually understand that it's not just a front cabbed pickup truck. Literally anybody, farmers and stuff.
It's what's called a niche use case. So people who do forestry, agriculture, mining, all of those things, it can be compliant with the regulations that they need to keep them safe.
Yeah, very, very impressive. Imagine saying to your mates, I've got a Discovery outside, do you want to you know, make something out of it? How many of your mates would actually go ahead with it and think, yeah, I'll do that? Wait,
Yeah, straight on.
lovely. When you start to think about it, it makes complete sense. The upcycle of an old Discovery,
Yep.
very cheap. How much do you get a Discovery for?
500 quid.
500 quid.
Because the body don't need to be good.
No.
The older ones all rot out on the body. The chassis generally still good. The engine and gearbox, they're tough as old boots. So, I mean, we paid 184 quid for this.
184 quid.
Yep.
Bang on that number, I love it.
That was on eBay.
Yeah. Oh, that's really impressive.
Yeah.
All it has to really do is run and drive then, I suppose.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, even if you knew what you were talking about, you could still buy one and then do what you need to it and then throw this on top and it's
Away
away,
you go.
aren't you?
Yeah. A lot of farmers will have one or two of these sitting around, quite possibly in a hedge,
Yeah.
that they've stopped using, that all of a sudden they can use again. But when you're off-road, you know exactly where it ends. Because
Literally in front of you.
You've got all the tubes around you, which makes it really easy to steer through tight stuff as well.
It's such a good idea. We were talking about weight.
Yep.
So the weight is down, what, 500 kilos?
Yeah.
From
So
the original Discovery?
standard disco, about 2 ton. This is 1,460 kilos of vehicle.
1400. So it's lightweight for what it is. That's
Very
why
much.
It's still nimble. That's
Yep.
the thing. And it's super impressive. Whoa. God. Straight through, mate.
Absolutely.
Didn't even worry about it.
Lightweight has a lot of virtues on it.
Yes. Goes on to the next thing, like pickup trucks. Yes, you know, and transit pickups and, you know, tippers, say.
Yep.
This is the next level up from all of that, because not only have you got the go anywhere ability, you've got the payload of what, 1.2?
1,200 kilos,
kilo.
yeah. Because
Like,
it's so light.
yeah, like that is just like, if you really start to think about it, you start to question why everyone has an L200 and like a tipper transit.
Pretty much.
Because you could have this instead. I think
Yeah.
I'd like this instead.
Most of the chassis rails on Discoveries, Defenders, American trucks as well are really
Yeah.
common in terms of the distance apart.
Yeah.
It's not just a Discovery this could go on.
It could bolt onto pretty
Much any chassis with a vehicle
Wow.
on it.
So lastly, where can people buy one of these?
We can't at the moment.
You can't. Oh.
Not yet.
Not yet, but it's coming.
The objective is to get, now we're over COVID, hopefully, we can get our team of 4 people back together and we set up a website, rotodama.co.uk. So Rotodama because Rob, Thomas, Dan and Mark. So
Yeah.
it was
Understandable. I understand.
stupid, but it works.